As you continue to practice in traffic, you'll have to become aware of pedestrians. When a pedestrian steps into the road, he has the right of way. Failure to give precedence to a pedestrian on a crossing is not only an offence, it's very dangerous. In traffic, the vehicles ahead may be slowing down because pedestrians are on or near a zebra crossing that you can't see. If it's clear ahead, the first thing you may see is the flashing Belisha beacon. The zigzag white lines show the area in which you may not park or overtake the leading vehicle on your approach to the crossing. If you need to slow down or stop for a pedestrian, check your mirror, give the correct arm signal, and pull up at the give way broken white line just before the crossing. Do not proceed until the crossing is clear of pedestrians. And under no circumstances beckon a pedestrian to cross, as other traffic may be unaware of his presence. At pedestrian light-controlled crossings, pelicans, the signals have the same meaning as traffic lights. When you approach a green light, don't go forward unless it is safe to do so. The amber light means you must stop unless it is unsafe to do so. At a red light, you must stop. When the amber light is flashing, you must give way to pedestrians on the crossing, but you may proceed if the crossing is clear.
All right, Pat. What we want to have a bit of practice of now and have a look at is your traffic signs, signals in that sense, and by that we mean traffic lights, etc. and pedestrian crossings, which are often controlled by lights in one shape or another.
Yep.
And you've got the zebra crossings and so on as well. So what we want to look at is the approach to these, being prepared to stop, give way to any pedestrians where necessary, etc. So any questions that you've got about what your procedure at crossings is? We've had to stop at one or two as it is in the lessons that we've had already,
it's the
but
same hazard routine
you've dealt with them
use.
satisfactorily so far, yeah?
Yeah.
So you use your usual hazard routine, yeah? Good. Anything else you would do?
Always be prepared to stop.
So what would you do on the approach, even if there was nobody at the crossing?
I'd look just to make sure.
Look where?
Both sides.
So you wouldn't bother about the mirrors then, would you?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
It's part
see
of
what
the
I mean?
routine.
Yes. So in other words, even if there's nobody there, you're still going to check the mirrors and have a look to see and take observation to see if there is anybody there or not.
Yeah.
And then whether you use the rest of the system by braking or selecting a lower gear or stopping, depends of course on whether there's anybody there or not. But you're always using part of the system. The mirrors and the observation are always going to come in whether there's anybody there or not.
Yeah.
And then we take it a stage further from there.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So you're quite happy with the different types of crossing as to how they all work and so on?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Right, well we'll find that out when we go then.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll help you out with the first few just to make sure that you've got the procedure correctly and can carry that out, and that you've understood it. And if there's any questions that you've got as we go along, just feel free to ask.
Okay.
And then we'll gradually get you to deal with them yourself. Right,
yeah.
Whenever you're ready then, we shall do our usual checks and make a start, and we'll move off. And what kind of move off have you got?
Downhill, so I'm going to start in
Yeah,
second.
I usually sneak in all the uphill ones with you,
You
don't
do,
I?
yep. It's made a change.
Good, well done. And that was correct to give a signal on that occasion, because he just appeared left at the end of the road. Now, looking ahead, do you see anything in front of you?
Yep.
So what are you going to do?
Check mirrors.
And what else?
Check the...
Both sides, right? Okay. Right, quite clear, wasn't it?
Yep.
Up ahead, do you see anything flashing on the right there in particular?
Yeah, Belisha beacon.
So what are you going to do?
Check mirrors.
Right.
I've seen the push bike.
Yeah, he may be tempted to come across. He's thinking about it, but he's not going to go yet.
Did I do the right thing to carry on then?
Yes, yes. He wasn't on it, was he?
No, it was.
No, he was just thinking about it.
approaching
Yeah. And he was watching you. He was aware of your approach.
Yeah.
So he wasn't going to attempt to come on. We're continuing ahead, yeah? So what are you going to watch here in particular?
In case the traffic lights change.
Yes, right, okay. Now, up at the top of the hill, what can you see at the top after we deal with this situation here?
I can see some traffic lights.
Yeah. So what might that be? Could it be a crossing, do you think?
Yeah.
Any idea how you would tell?
The yellow box down
Yes,
the side.
good, well done.
Yeah.
And what do you see different about this one? What's it got in the middle?
Oh, it's got it's staggered, isn't it?
Yes, because it's got railings round about
Yeah.
it. So is that one or two complete crossings?
That would be 2.
Yeah, correct. Now we're continuing ahead when we get further along here. If you look ahead past where the bus is pulling in at the bus stop, you'll see a little bit of queue of traffic coming back from the lights. We're going to go straight ahead at the lights. So we want to remain in the lane that we're in. And you see a sign in the middle there on the next lamppost. What does that indicate to you?
There's a pedestrian crossing.
Yeah.
So it could either be a pelican or a zebra.
Yeah, it could be any type, but it's a warning of a crossing ahead, yeah? So look out for that. The most likely location, of course, is at the lights.
Mm-hmm.
So it may well be one incorporated with the lights.
Right. So it'd be the same as a pelican crossing.
Yes, yeah, but it could be controlled at the same time as the traffic lights are. And we're continuing ahead, so just keep an eye on the right here in case anybody was walking out in front of that vehicle, following the bus. Again, what have you got here?
Oh yeah, so
Another crossing, yeah. So it doesn't guarantee that there's just one at lights. There can often be 2. One this side, one the other.
Yeah.
If you're turning right or left, there can
Yeah.
be one round the corner. See another warning sign?
Yeah, traffic lights.
Yeah, so another possible crossing. So what are you going to do now?
Check the mirrors.
Yeah, especially on the bend here, because you can see that side but not this side.
Mhm.
Alright.
Yeah.
And further down here at the end of the road, we're going to turn to our right. Yeah, all on the right on sequence this time. That's good. Nice distance behind the car in front. Yeah, good. Making sure you could see past the bus first before we come out. Looking up ahead again. What are you going to do now?
Check mirrors.
And what else?
Just slow down because although
Yeah.
they're on green, people are still walking across.
Like the one there.
Yeah.
Some of them don't take the time to press the button. It's too much of an effort for them.